another Freedom Fusion called Threads Pet Sniper. So, like the cool part about all of those automations is that you don't really have to think too much what they do. You just press a button and they guide you through the whole process without you having to think what works, what doesn't. We've been using Rapidly for our brand, and boy, oh boy, I gotta tell you, Threads uh, Pet Sniper is like literally, guys. I don't even know how the hell did we come up with this, but it happened throughout multiple process of going through trials, triumphs, and tribulations of seeing what works, what doesn't for luxury pet brand, and also before I tell you like what works, etc., I do want to let you know that the other brand that we're also building called Freedom Fusion Detailing, it's also picking up pace, and we're getting leads coming in from next door, which is like there's totally another set of automations just for next door. But today I'm discussing Threads Pet Sniper. But believe me, there's probably going to be next door sniper coming up. Threads, like a Threads Pet Sniper and next door Pet Sniper. So guys, like literally this is what worked for us, and this is absolutely insane how we made this discovery. And obviously, as you know, anytime we make those discoveries, we operationalize those discoveries into Freedom Fusion automations to make it gazillion times easier for pet UGC creators to get in front of brands, so the brands finally be like, yo, I'm gonna pay you. But like to make that impact for brands to see you, so this way they pay you and you get on a retainer plus commission as extra gravy, there's a couple of things that you got to do. And of course, those are the things that our talent agency is already doing. And here's what works for us. So our latest Threads Pet Sniper automation is so simple, and it's a bit different from Threads Pet Automator. Threads Pet Automator is like completely insane style of automation. I mean, you just got to see like what it does. But it's still in development, Threads Pet Automator, but it's part of JackSpa's system. So once you get access to JackSpa's system, you'll be able to get it. But the cool part about the Threads Pet Sniper is how simple that is. Because here's what's happening, guys. As we're developing those automations, like TikTok Pet Automator, YouTube Pet Automator, Threads Pet Automator, as we're developing them, what we're doing, we are like carrying them over into other socials. So out of a sudden, let's say if we do one automation on TikTok, out of a sudden it becomes exponentially easier to recreate that and make it available on Threads. Now, the elements are a bit different, but needless to say, it's somewhat the same, which is the which is absolutely bonkers. Guys, I don't even know how happy I am. I'm probably going to be celebrating, going to sauna or something, man. Like literally, it's absolutely insane year for me for 2026. So yeah, so not only is our car detailing brand blowing up, but also our luxury pet brand blowing up as well. And guys, like if you ever have to decide what to do in your life when you're coming back from work, especially when you're coming back from work, if you ever have to decide, like literally today was probably the first time in my life I had to decide what I could do on a train while coming back from the city. For the first time in my life, I was like, man, should I be working on my luxury pet brand or should I be working on the car detailing brand? Because both brands are blowing the fuck up, guys. So this is insane, guys. Like literally, if you get to this point, guys, you know you're doing something right. You know you're doing something right. To be able to have that choice, like while being on a go on a train and like spontaneously just making money from multiple brands while on a train, sheesh. Like to get to that point, guys, literally took me about 2 years to figure this out. And today's topic is well, Threads Pet Sniper. Now, of course, guys, if you're new to this channel, you already know that what we do, we build brands and then we flip them, and we either keep them or we flip them. So And obviously, one of the brands that we're building happens to be Jack's Paws, a luxury pet brand. And thank you guys for allocating a little bit of your time and chiming in and saying hello, what's up, what's up. So guys, check this out. This is our latest Freedom Fusion automation. It's called Threads Pet Sniper. This is how it works, and we're using it to the fullest with our brand. Like, this has got to be borderline illegal, guys. Like, the thing is, all those automations that I described here, guys, are, it's just kind of like, you don't really need to like learn them per se. You just instead you just kind of hear my excitement and be like, damn, I gotta try this, I gotta try that for my brand. The purpose of those workshops is not to really like teach you anything, guys, because we already gave up on the whole concept of trying to teach people, because we realize it's literally impossible in the world of AI to teach anybody. So we just let AI do all the guiding for you. So this way, let's say we cracked one of the strategies, immediately what we do, we operationalize this strategy directly into one of those automations. Those automations are called Freedom Fusion automations. They come part of our low ticket offer called Thread Stack, which is basically like a digital power bundle for luxury pet moms over 40 and other types of creators who are trying to develop hybrid skills that are not taught in college, maximize their chances of getting connected with brands, and finally discovering freedom. Now, of course, we also have Jack's Paws system, which is, think of it more of our medium ticket offer, which is where all those automations are provided as well, except you get more accountability, encouragement, and support, and access to a system. That system called Freedom Fusion System CRM. It basically has everything you need to convert leads into loyal customers. Now, like, how does it all work with those Freedom Fusion automations like TikTok Pet Automator, YouTube Pet Automator, Threads Pet Automator, and now we just finished building Threads Pet Sniper. How does it work? So guys, let me go ahead and break down the easy, I'm just gonna describe how easy it is. Your goal is to not focus on like the mechanics of what I'm explaining to you, but rather how excited I am in terms of how much progress it's making for my brand. Now, if you want that same level of excitement and also wanted to, get one day, either be your own brand or get connected with other brands and make a little bit of extra income and get on the retainer from one of the brands and earn some commission as extra gravy, then definitely, guys, this is the main reason why we built the system called Jack's Paws. Jax is a happy Doberman. There's also 3 hairless cats. Guys, like, look, I'm gonna try to, like, it's gonna be almost like getting a little neurosurgery in your brain to try to understand this, but I'm gonna make it simple, so this way it's not gonna be like, it's gonna be just smooth sailing. Once you understand my level of excitement, you're gonna be like, damn, I gotta try Jack's Paws. Guys, I'm going super fast. Keep something in mind, it's extremely easy to lose people when I'm going fast, which is the reason why as soon as this workshop gets done, it gets immediately operationalized with Notebook LM. It gets converted with beautiful slides and infographics and pretty much everything that is I need to have in order to break through to new types of audiences. So think of this workshop more of a workshop, not necessarily per se just for the YouTube audience, but per se for the future YouTube audience who are going to be more likely converted because they're going to get extra level of clarity from Notebook LM that's going to translate everything that I'm describing right now. But if you want to kind of, the beauty about workshops like this one, you can ask questions. Now, when I blast the other workshops, like when I blast the completely operationalized materials, you're not going to be able to ask questions unless you're part of Jack's Paws system. Then of course you get encouragement, accountability, and support. You get access to a digital tailor as well, which is huge, guys. As soon as I got access to a digital tailor, everything started like working for me in 2026. Before it was cricket for like 2 years. As soon as I got access to digital tailor, smooth sailing. In my particular case, I only paid $100, which was a small retainer fee for Digital Tailor. Then the rest was just like performance-based mentoring. So guys, check this out. Performance-based mentoring is probably the best thing you could do in 2026 for yourself if you wanted to see progress. Let me go ahead and count how many different types of wins I managed to achieve in 2026, so this way you get to see whether this is something for you. So the first win is obviously we're getting a lot of traction in car detailing brand. The second thing that we are getting traction on, we are getting viral threads blown up, which is absolutely insane. So guys, look, I'm gonna go ahead and break it down, the Threads Pet Sniper, what it does. So pay close attention. I promise you guys gonna love Threads Pet Sniper. Here's the interesting thing what it does. Here's the functionalities of the Threads Pet Sniper. And keep something in mind, anytime we build those automations, we battle test them. We battle test them on the playground where we get to see how well they're performing. And once we see how well they're performing, we hand them off to our subscribers. So if you are if you are JackSpa's subscriber, then you'll be able to get access to those Freedom Fusion automations. Now, here's the cool part about Threads Pet Sniper. I'm gonna go ahead and describe it to you guys. So Threads Pet Sniper is very interesting because it produces very positive results without doing too much. That's the beautiful part about Threads Pet Sniper. Now, the way it works is you have an iPhone and you press a button, and when you press a button, automation begins. When automation begins, it walks you through the bunch of steps that you execute on threads, meaning it literally just guides you. Now, what kind of steps? There's a couple of steps, but whatever the steps that it guides you through, it literally produces results, guys. So the cool part about it, it doesn't overwhelm you. You do it whenever you can, and it times you to make it super easy for you, so you don't have to think like, oh, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna post? How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? Like, forget about all that. You don't have to worry about any of that. That's the beautiful part about those automations. They completely remove the need for thinking, and you get very good results. We managed to blow up on just with few threads across 2 brands simultaneously with Threads Pet Automator, and with Threads Pet Sniper we're getting lots of likes on each individual thread. The way it works is we snipe other people's threads and we automate the process. So this way you don't have to think like whose thread to snipe, like how to do it, like where to post. Forget all that, like how to generate content. You don't have to think about any of that. That is like literally a mental overload, and it stresses you out. And because it stresses you out so much, you never end up doing anything. So instead, you just press a button. You could instantiate this automation by simply saying turn on Threads Pet Sniper, and it just does it. And it just you could say, hey Siri, turn on Threads Pet Sniper, and Threads Pet Sniper pops up, and it basically guides you through the whole process of sniping threads. The cool part about it actually makes it sound like a camera shot sound anytime a picture is taking. So the cool part about it, you don't have to hit the button copy. You don't have to like think what content to copy. Instead, what AI does, it uses optical character recognition to copy for you threads that make sense to copy, and then of course it guides you through the whole process of scheduling them natively in topics where your content is most likely to get the most likes. So this is really simple thing, but a lot of moms over 40 and pet UGC creators are kind of stuck because nobody really explains them like how to do this consistently. The cool part about our Freedom Fusion automations is that you could totally execute this consistently. Like literally, guys, I could not believe that I was able to achieve a viral thread with just one push of a button. I'm using and what I just described today in this workshop was ThreadSped Sniper. But guys, like literally, ThreadSped automated. That automation got to be borderline illegal. Like literally, I don't know how the hell I managed to come up with this, but I did. And I think I would never be able to come up with this if I wasn't building multiple brands simultaneously. Now, the crazy part about those automations, they drag not only your primary brand into this huge viral pot of gold where all of a sudden you get insane amount of engagement, but also it drags, those automations drag other brands that you're crisscrossing your content with and making them viral too, which is, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe it's my degree in mathematics, double degree in math, and I'm able to just find those patterns. But anytime we operationalize those automations from my discoveries, we use them for our brand. And heck, right now, I don't, like, for the first time while I was in the train, I had to decide. I was like, man, I kind of, I'm getting so many leads from both my luxury pet brand, my luxury car detailing brand. And for the first time in my life, while I was on a train in 2026, meaning right now coming back, I was like thinking, man, like, what should I work on? Like, holy smokes. Like, I was never able to achieve anything remotely close. Before, it was constant crickets, constant struggles, constant trials, and barely any triumphs and only tribulations. Now it's smooth sailing. Now it's all of a sudden it just becomes a lot easier. Now the cool part about those Freedom Fusion automations is that you can press a button, or you could invoke it with your voice, and what happens next is it just times you. It times you how when you execute the automation, it literally sets a limit, so this way you don't end up getting cooked, creating too many threads. But the funny part, the way I discovered this, guys, the way I discovered how this works is absolutely bonkers. Like, what I was doing, this is what I was doing. This is what led to discovery of this ThreadSped Sniper automation. Like, so I go on I go to work, I jump on a train, and I'm like, all right, look, there's no signal. And once in a while I may pull out a laptop and I try to work on my car detailing brand or my talent agency or maybe pet brand. But this time I was like, man, there is no signal. I gotta do something, and I can't be relying on a signal from the internet. So that's where all of a sudden this idea came to me. The idea that I could pull this off, and just like, obviously when you have an iPhone, the cool part about those automations, you could build them all for free inside of the iPhone. So sooner or later you're gonna become like very good with those automations if there is no signal, because you'll be like, man, like, how do I do this? I need to be productive while I'm on a train. I want to make money while I'm on a train. I'm commuting for like 6 hours, all there, like, there and back, all that. I gotta monetize my commute. Okay, maybe not 6 hours, it's more like 3 hours. I'm exaggerating. But if you count the math throughout the week for how many hours I spend commuting, that would be 6 hours, because I'm hybrid schedule. I go to work Monday and Tuesday. I mean, today was an exception. But the bottom line is, guys, I don't want to be like sitting there not making any money while I'm on a train. I want to be making money while I'm on a train. So, and I was thinking, man, like, how do I do this? How do I pull this off? At first I was like, man, do I really need to? At first I was like, man, how come nobody hires me? How come nobody hires me while I'm on the train? Like, why? And I thought about it. Like, why don't I just hire myself and build something where I don't have to rely on others? And I did. And I wanted to tell you what that is, so this way you don't have to like go beg anybody or do anything, and you just be your own boss, literally, guys. But like, this is what you got to do if you want to pull this off. Here's how you do it. You whip out your iPhone, and I don't even have expensive iPhone. It's just like iPhone 15. I have 3 iPhones, but you don't really need to have 3 iPhones, but you could start off with just 1 iPhone. But if you really wanted to like monetize your commute and finally become the boss, so this way you don't have to be like scared for your life if something happens and you're wondering if you're going to survive. Like, no, forget about that. You will survive. Why? Because you're in this channel. You're listening to Ron Wells, who who also thought about all those things and giving you the tea. So guys, look, this is what worked for me while I'm on a train, and like anybody could do it. That's the cool part about it. And like the reason why you ain't doing it is because the thing is nobody really explained it to you like that it's even possible, so you don't even bother. You don't even bother. It's a little hard to get hired. Yeah, for sure. Thanks for the tip. Absolutely, guys, it's brutal. I don't know if you guys seen the latest news. My brother Mike constantly sending me the news of how many people getting fired left and right from Amazon, from USPS, or whatever that delivery service is. I'm like, man, I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be like, I just want to have my own piece of feudal land, my own feudal kingdom. I don't want to be wondering if I'm going to survive. I want to know that I'm going to survive. And of course, a lot of that fear factor, guys, obviously pushing you in a direction of developing those skills. And that's what happened to me. That fear factor kicked in. I needed to figure out a way how to survive. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a try and see if I can get good with those automations. So I started whipping them out while I'm on a train, and it felt like, I don't know, like back in the days, people on the train, they would be like threading, but what I would be doing is threading the automations. Instead of threading like a sweater, I'll be threading those automations. So that's what I'll be doing. And yeah, guys, like, look, ThreadsPet Sniper is absolutely bonkers. Like, literally, it's the most easiest automation that I was able to. And yet it produces really good results, which is incredible results, with just a very low effort routines. That's the funny part about it. What kind of results? Well, it literally snipes content from other people and reuses that content, and that content looks natural, a lot more natural than ChatGPT. Why? Because it's actually from the people who that already battle tested the grounds for you, so you don't have to. So like, how does this automation works? Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly describe how it works, and I promise you're gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe how stupid this is. You're probably gonna get mad at your own self for not doing this. And I'm gonna be like, I bet. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going. If you want to learn more, hit me up. But yeah, the automation is lit. It's already released it. It's part of JackSpa. So if you want to learn more about it, it's called ThreadsPet Sniper. It just snipes other people's threads, reposts them using native features of threads, no APIs, no monthly fees of any sort. If you want to buy it separately, you could buy it for $49.99, or you could get it part of Threads Stack Digital Power Bundle, which is only $14.99 per month, guys. Now, also, if you wanted to have more sophisticated automations, I do have JackSpa's system, which is $295 per month. It includes all of those automations plus everything that I just mentioned, including like Freedom Fusion System CRM, Pills of Freedom, and so much more, guys. I'm gonna get going. I'll see you next time. Take care.